New Gemini Canvas update is insane. You are doing way more work than you need to. Switching between apps, copying and pasting, losing your train of thought. Every time you leave Google search to go build something, you lose momentum. What if you never had to leave? What if Google search was also your workspace? That just became real, and most people have no idea it exists yet. Hey, I'm Amelia, and I help people actually learn and use AI tools, not just talk about them. And today we are covering one of the most useful updates Google has dropped in a long time. Gemini Canvas is now inside Google Search, not just the Gemini app, Google Search, the thing you use every single day. This update rolled out on March 4th, 2026 to all US users in English. And by the time you're watching this, it's likely expanding to more countries too. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to access it, what it can do, 3 use cases you can start using today, prompts that actually get better results, 4 tips I've figured out, and how mobile access works. Stay with me because the use cases in the middle of this video are ones most people haven't thought of yet. Gemini Canvas is an interactive workspace that lives inside the Gemini app and now inside Google Search through something called AI mode. Instead of just getting a text answer back, you get a side panel workspace where you can draft documents, write and run code, build apps, create infographics, make quizzes, generate web pages, and get audio overviews of your content. Think of it like Google Search grew a brain and a workshop at the same time. You describe something, Canvas builds it, you refine it, all without opening a single other tab. What makes this different is that it pulls real-time information from the web and Google's knowledge graph while it builds. So whatever you create is grounded in current, accurate information, not just what the AI already knows. 2 ways to get in. First, through the Gemini app. Go to gemini.google.com and look for the Canvas option in the input bar. Click it and you're in. You can also go straight to gemini.google.com.canvas. Second, and this is the new update, through Google Search AI mode. Open Google Search, switch to AI mode, click the plus button in the tool menu, select Canvas, and a side panel opens right there in your browser. No new tab, no new app. Canvas is available to all Gemini users for free. If you're on Google AI Pro or Google AI Ultra, you get the most powerful version, powered by Gemini 3, Google's most capable model, plus a 1 million token context window for larger, more complex projects. Here's what Canvas can create. Documents and writing, draft documents, plans, reports, anything text-based. Canvas generates a first draft and you can refine it, change the tone, expand sections, and get feedback, all by chatting with Gemini inside the workspace. Code and apps. You describe an app or tool you want, and Canvas writes the code and shows you a working prototype. You can test it, see the underlying code, and keep refining by talking to Gemini. No prior coding experience needed. Web pages. Canvas builds a web page with elements like info cards, charts, and interactive components based on what you describe. Infographics. Complex information turned into a clean, structured visual. Quizzes. Upload your notes or a PDF in Canvas generates an interactive quiz from that content, with hints, explanations for right and wrong answers, and a summary at the end. Audio overviews. Canvas turns your written content into an AI-hosted discussion-style audio in over 45 languages, useful for consuming content while multitasking. Deep research integration. Run a deep research report in Gemini, then click the Create button inside Canvas and instantly turn that research into a web page, infographic, quiz, or audio overview. And you can highlight specific text or elements and ask follow-up questions or request targeted changes. It's genuinely interactive, not just a one-shot generate situation. When I first started using Canvas, I didn't know where to start. So many features that figuring out which ones actually save time versus which ones were just cool to look at felt overwhelming. That's when I found a community called AI Profit Boardroom. Over 2,000 members, all focused on learning AI together and sharing what actually works in real workflows. It taught me which tools are worth the time and how to actually implement them, not just demo them. Real use cases, practical stuff you can apply the same day. If you're serious about using AI to improve your work and your skills, check it out. Link is in the description. Use case 1. Research to ready to share output in minutes. You're researching a topic. Normally, that means reading articles, taking notes, then switching to a different tool to turn those notes into something shareable. A lot of back and forth. With Canvas and Deep Research, you run your research in Gemini, hit Create, and it converts that report into a formatted web page or infographic instantly. You can share a link to that output. No extra steps. This is useful for client briefs, internal reports, study guides, or content you want to share. Use case 2. Build a custom tool without knowing how to code. Say you need a simple tracker, a calculator, or a small interactive tool for your team. In Canvas, you just describe it. Build me a project timeline tracker with input fields for tasks, deadlines, and owners. Canvas writes the code and gives you a working prototype. You can test it right there, see the code, and ask Gemini to adjust anything in plain English. Use case 3. Turn your notes into an interactive learning tool. Upload your notes, class materials, or a PDF. Ask Canvas to create a quiz from that content. You get a proper interactive quiz you can share with others. For anyone building training material, studying for something, or just trying to retain information better, this saves a lot of time compared to building a quiz manually. The quality of what Canvas builds depends on how clearly you describe what you want. For building a tool, build me a type of tool that includes specific features. It should be designed for your audience and include any specific inputs or outputs you need. For turning research into a web page, take this research and turn it into a web page. Use clear sections with headings, include data points as visual cards, and make it easy to skim. For creating a quiz, create an interactive quiz based on topic or uploaded content. Include 10 questions, provide hints after wrong answers, and show explanations for all answers at the end. For an infographic, turn this information into a clean infographic. Organize it into clear sections with a visual hierarchy. Keep each section brief and scannable. The more specific you are about format, audience, and purpose, the better Canvas performs. Vague prompts get vague results. Tip 1. Be specific about structure up front. Don't just say, make a document. Say, make a one-page plan with 4 sections. Objective, key steps, timeline, and expected outcome. Canvas follows structure well when you give it one. Tip 2. Use the highlight and refine feature. Instead of asking for a full rebuild when something isn't right, highlight the specific section that needs work and ask Gemini to fix just that part. It's faster and keeps everything else intact. Tip 3. Use deep research first for complex topics. If you need accurate, current information in your output, a detailed plan, a technical explainer, a market overview, run deep research first. Then bring that into Canvas. The combination is more powerful than either tool alone. Tip 4. Toggle to view the code on apps. Even if you don't know how to code, asking things like, can you add a button that does X, or what does this part do, is a good way to get exactly what you want. As of March 4th, 2026, Canvas in AI mode is fully available to all US users in English inside Google Search. No waitlist, no lab sign-up required. If you're outside the US, Canvas in the Gemini app is already available in all countries and languages where the Gemini app is available. Google has indicated they plan to expand Canvas in AI mode globally too. On mobile, you can access your Canvas projects through the Gemini app. Full-text editing features are currently desktop only. Mobile lets you view and work with your projects but has some limitations. Google has confirmed that file upload support is coming to Canvas in AI mode in the coming months, which will make it even more useful for working with your own documents. ChatGPT's Canvas activates automatically based on what you're asking for. Gemini Canvas requires you to deliberately select it from the tool menu. A slightly different workflow, more intentional versus more automatic. Google's advantage here is reach and integration. Canvas in AI mode is inside the world's most used search engine. It pulls from the web and Google's knowledge graph in real time while you build. And the deep research integration is a real workflow advantage for research-based work. Both are solid tools. The right one depends on which ecosystem you already live in. Canvas in AI mode is now available to all US users in English inside Google Search. Write documents, build apps, create web pages and infographics, generate quizzes and audio overviews, all in a side panel without leaving your browser. The biggest workflow wins, combining deep research with Canvas, building small custom tools without coding, and converting notes into interactive learning material. The main limitation right now is that file uploads aren't in AI mode yet. That's coming. And full editing on mobile is limited compared to desktop. If you use Google Search every day, and most of us do, this is worth actually trying, not just reading about. Open Search, switch to AI mode, hit the plus button, and build something. If you want to go deeper on AI tools and actually implement them in your work, I recommend AI Profit Boardroom. Over 2,000 people learning how to use AI effectively. Everyone shares what's working, what's not, which tools are worth your time, and which ones to skip. No hype, just solid practical guidance from people doing the work. It's helped me stay on top of updates like this one and figure out how to actually apply them. Link in the description. And if you want the full process, SOPs, and over 100 AI use cases like this one, join the AI Success Lab. Links are in the comments and description. You'll get all the video notes from there, plus access to our community of 58,000 members who are getting real results with AI. If this video helped you, hit the like button. It genuinely helps more people find this content. Subscribe if you want to stay updated as these tools keep evolving. See you in the next one.